In search of good times and good news. With good friends you can't lose. This could become a habit.
Why? Why?
More to
Who
twy.
found
More to twy.
This fucking pop punk cover of this Muppet movie song, and then was like Mordecai and fucking
Twilight.
Sparkle. I was gonna say Twilight Princess.
She becomes a princess.
She becomes a Zelda.
Is there a way to speed this up? I guess you're not really supposed to use it for that.
All I know about My Little Pony is from porn. I mean, whoops.
I mean, the porn is pretty accurate.
There's just so much.
There's a lot of My Little Pony porn. Not all of it is great,
No.
but the good ones are surprisingly canon compliant.
As canon compliant as I can make it.
I demand my pornography to be canon compliant.
Yep,
personally.
that's all I'm saying.
Like, I hate when I'm jacking it to porn and I'm like, she wouldn't say that. Nothing's worse than that.
Polyamory. Makes me fucking sick. Mixing Greek and Latin.
Please stop making pornography of Twilight Sparkle because I think she's my girlfriend and it makes me feel bad.
And you can get rid of I think, because she is.
It makes me feel like my girlfriend is cheating on me. I'm gonna propose to Twilight Sparkle. Sweetie, I really hope this was a troll. I really hope this was a troll.
I think it was, but it might not be.
Yeah, and that's always the terrifying thought.
That's the thing.
Is it might not have been. So she pulls out this block, and we hear a crash from above. What the fuck? How'd that get there? We hear a crash from above. And, oh! You destroyed this ancient, untouched Greek ruin.
Way to go.
Colosseum location, aqueduct. Thanks, Lara. What the fuck is the matter with you?
The British like to draw lines on maps and then a billion people die.
Again, Lara Croft is British imperialism personified and distilled into a single human being.
Oh, the Middle East. Oh, India. Oh, Africa.
That's the like trying to turn Lara Croft into this like Indiana Jones, like she is Indiana Jones-esque character, but she would never say like it belongs in a museum. It belongs in my basement.
It belongs in my ass.
It belongs in my basement. Yeah. That's where I'm gonna put it.
It belongs in my training room that used to be a ballroom. That shit's
like,
going in my
I'm gonna
vag.
return these I'm gonna reclaim these artifacts for these civilizations that were stolen from. And it's like, first of all, way to miss the point of the character.
Yeah.
Second of all, have you heard of the white savior complex?
Have you heard
I don't
of
know
the
if you
British Empire who just like takes crap and puts it in a museum in London? Like, oh, this is nice. I'll just have this.
That's classic Lara. She's like, I want it.
So many like Middle Eastern and African countries are like, hey, can we have that shit back? You just
like,
took it.
No.
Oh, this is neat, and then they just took it and put it in a museum in their cities.
They're like,
oh,
it's not cool. Can we have that back?
It wasn't
please?
even a spoil of war. You just straight up were like, oh, I'm gonna take this.
And we're not giving it back, even now.
Yeah, like, maybe you should give it back.
But like the new Lara Croft that they're trying to make, like, oh, she reclaims like artifacts for these like impoverished cultures. And it's like, do you know what a white savior complex is? Like, in your attempt to be like progressive, you've accidentally, and the fact that it's an accident makes it worse, like done a white supremacy. You've accidentally done a white supremacy, sir.
And not even accidentally.
See, like, white supremacy is bad when it's on purpose, but when it's on accident, that's worse.
Evil can be reasoned with, stupid cannot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Lara Croft just being like, I want it.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. She, like, this game, she is the most, like, morally justified in any game, because Natla's like, go get this for me. And she kills 0 living people,
couple apes,
and a maximum of 8 mummies to get it.
Fucking that happens.
And she's like, she just did it because she wanted to have a fun time. Like,
know.
she didn't even want this. Natla wants this, and she was gonna give it to her. And Natla was like, I'm just gonna kill you and take it, because she's a stupid bitch. She's just evil.
But yeah,
And Lara's like, oh, okay, you, like, fuck around and find out. Like, that's Lara's motivation for the entire rest of the game. After the Tomb of Qualopec, she's just like, fuck around and find out. Now I'm in your business. Like, oh, okay, you're gonna try and kill me and take my shit? This shit that I got? Asshole. Like, okay, now I'm in your business about it. She didn't have to come here. She came here just to be like, fuck you, Natla. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Is there supposed to be wind here? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
In the second game,
Jesus.
she just, like, hears about the dagger of Xion. Some Chinese dagger, and she's like, that sounds cool.
Oh, that's neat.
I want it. Fly me to the Great Wall of China now,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
So that I can take it.
You know how, like, you're browsing Etsy and you're like, oh, that's neat, and then you buy it? She does that with, like, ancient priceless artifacts, and
Yeah.
she doesn't buy it. She just takes it.
She reads about it in a historical, like, an archaeological textbook.
Yeah.
She's like, that sounds cool.
Yeah, that's neat. Boop. Mine.
Mine now. And she will actively kill human beings in order to take it from them. For no reason, she takes it home and she throws it in her fucking basement.
With the cat.
With the cat, the doubloons.
The Scrooge McDuck doubloons.
Like, oh my god, you're fucked up. And she takes it because she wants it. That's the ending of fucking Tomb Raider 2 is the best. She literally, like, slays an Italian Chinese dragon. Not gonna go into that.
Long story.
Not gonna go into it. And like, at the end, she just takes the dagger out. And it's like, that's all she wanted! Saving the world? Fucking consolation prize! She just
That's a
wanted
booby
the
prize.
dagger!
Emphasis on the booby.
That was her only motivation in the entire game. Like, I want it,
And now I have it.
and now it's mine.
Oh, that only took one.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You're a fucking psycho.
You don't get your tits and get out.
Like, psychopath, affectionate. Like, that's, like, good. These are positive
It's just like
characteristics. Like, she's a
slight-
fucking crazy person.
It is slightly subtle, so it's utterly lost on.
Yeah, like, oh, no, like...
It's not even that subtle.
That's the insane thing, is Lara Croft, this Lara Croft, OG Lara Croft, has, like, so much depth to her.
Yeah.
When you, like, stop and actually appraise her actions as a character.
What do you know?
And literally, Crystal Dynamics is like, oh, she's just a sex toy.
Exactly, because
She's-
that's all they see.
She's tits on a popsicle stick. That's like, no?
Way
Like,
to
that
reveal
honestly
your own.
never even comes up.
Yeah, that's not
Like,
a
she
thing.
just looks hot.
Yeah.
It's not like a part
You know,
of her character.
Some people do.
Yeah.
Just because you're ugly doesn't mean everyone is.
And that's
like,
the
oh,
thing,
that's
like-
unrealistic. She's attractive. Some women
Like,
are attractive.
first of all, Angelina Jolie.
Some
like,
women
what are you
actually
talking
attractive.
about?
You look at them and you're like, oh, they're nice.
You like, when they cast Angelina Jolie for those terrible live action movies, everyone was like, correct. Yes. That is actually correct. You did a good job.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
always-
exactly her.
Like, just because you're not conventionally attractive doesn't
Like,
mean you
oh,
have
that's
to be
not
an arch
realistic.
villain. Doesn't mean you have to be a villain.
What?
Like, yeah, neither am I. That's why you can't see my face right now.
And that's the whole thing. Like, of course she's attractive. She's a power fantasy.
Yeah, what is she supposed to be? Ugly? Why would you want to look at a fucking ugly character?
Like, everyone likes attractive people.
What?
Everyone wants to look at an attractive person.
Like, my God.
Like, she's supposed to be doing these, like, things that I could never do. Of course she has to look like how I could never look. Also.
It's just
like, that's the idea.
Get laid, my God.
Oh, god damn, are you kidding me? Whatever. Fucking whatever. Didn't send me that far back.
It's like whatever.
Like, just
I
because
forget what
you're
game that
insecure
was.
doesn't mean it's my fucking problem.
Exactly. We don't all have to become ugly because you're ugly, okay?
I'm not gonna like slash my face with a fucking
Yeah.
dagger to make you feel better.
not gonna
Imagine
be
saying
dumber.
that about
Yeah.
like a human being. Like, you're too attractive. It's
Yeah.
not realistic, and it makes people feel bad.
Exactly.
Like, oh, my mistake.
Yeah. Let me cut my nose off.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. I'm not going down to you. You come up to me. Just in anything. Like,
Or
I'm
just
not gonna
feel
dumb it
better
down.
about
yeah, exactly.
yourself.
But just like in terms of like intelligence, it's always no. Like I'm stupid and you have to come down to my level.
Yeah.
How about you come up to mine?
Oh, I can't.
Not like.
Oh, I can't do that? Well, that sounds like a whole lot of your problems,
Yeah.
sweetheart.
It's like fucking. I don't be secure.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Be the slightest bit secure, you fucking pathetic piece of shit.
Here's an idea. Go like, well, fuck them then. And then move on with your
Yeah,
life.
move on with
Chalk
your
it up to the
bitch-ass
game
life.
and move on with your
Yeah.
bitch ass.
What the fuck?
Learn
Like,
to say fuck you and like be content with your
be
existence.
secure in your fucking anything. Your intelligence, your
Like, look,
whatever.
she's hot. It's okay.
My God.
Her tits are bigger than her head. It's fine.
How insecure do you have to be threatened by a fucking bunch of polygons?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the other thing where, like, people are, like, dating, like, virtual girlfriends, and they're like, and they're mad about it. They're like, ugh. Like, you're jealous?
Yeah, exactly.
You're jealous of this?
You're threatened.
You're jealous of this?
You're threatened by that.
Seriously?
You are threatened by porn? That's how little you have to offer somebody?
You have to take that away because you know that no
Yeah.
one would choose you
Yeah.
given the alternative. Son of
Oh
a
my God.
fucking bitch.
Today's literally Valentine's Day, and we've been together, what, 13 years?
Yeah, it's been a
But are
little
you
bit
gonna
too
leave
long.
because of a video? Are you gonna leave because of a video? Like, what kind of? How would I think that? What the fuck? You're not gonna leave me for her?
You were looking at it.
Like how?
Yeah, that's
fucking,
insane. That's just a
You're threatened by that?
you have that's a you problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweetie. There's a like an emptiness,
Yeah.
and like you don't know how to fill it. There's an emptiness inside you. And you're taking it out on everyone else.
Yeah. And when they don't take it,
And you're
boy,
making
do you
a
get
shitty
violently
fucking
mad.
video game.
Yeah.
Or not even that, not even creating, just
Yeah.
tearing down something someone
that's
else
what you have to do.
created. Because you have nothing to offer.
You can't make your own thing. You have to ruin other people's. Just like you can't have your own accomplishments. You have to steal other people's.
I made this.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Dumbass ape.
Fucking gorilla. Fucking Magilla gorilla.
Ook ook.
Or being racist against monkeys.
Fucking gorilla ass, duck ass, fucking
Ducks.
fucking ducks. You think they wouldn't if they had the chance? If there was just a duck with a 9, like he wouldn't pull the trigger?
You've played Untitled Goose Game. Peace was never an option. They would if they could. And we have to stop them before they figure out how.
Preemptive strike on ducks.
It's like Captain Hook, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like you're throwing hands with a 9-year-old.
And the 9-year-old won.
Something's up.
Swear to God, something's up.
You're gonna
Well-
have beef with me? I'm just a silly little guy. You're gonna have beef with a silly little guy?
Well, that's the prerequisite, like, bitch session about unrelated crap, YouTube.
It's vaguely related.
Yeah, it's somewhat. You know, we're looking at her boobies and... Well, mostly her ass, to be honest. 'Cause
It was especially funny when
Behind
people
her.
like tried to make a bitch fit about Bayonetta,
Yes.
and then the response to that was like, you know, she was designed by a woman, right?
Exactly.
And they were like, does self-internalized misogyny,
Yeah, exactly.
Japan, and then the racism starts coming out, as it always does.
Like, yeah, maybe you should have looked into that before you said it.
Like, clearly this is a male fantasy about, like, the subservience of women. She strips for your pleasure. It's like,
She was
first of all,
created and designed by...
she was created by a woman, and there is extensive documentation about her talking about, like, yeah, I like hot women,
Yeah.
basically. And, like,
You know?
I have the art book, The Eyes of Bayonetta, and, like, I love reading, like, oh no.
Oh, it happened.
It didn't set us that far back. That could have been worse.
Ugh. Oh, no. We just said...
I have the Eyes of Bayonetta, like,
Oh,
art
man.
book, and there's, like, so much... I love the concept art, where she talks about, like, in this, like, Bayonetta's, like, talking about her makeup. And, like, she has, like, all this, like, eyeshadow and lipstick, but she's, like, it's all very natural colors. Like, it's like, flesh-toned colors, and it's very subtle. And, like, this is why that's different from the makeup she had in the first game, because it
Right.
represents, like, how her character has evolved since then. It's
Right.
like... Of course, like, you need a woman to be, like, what man is gonna put that much thought into, like, the makeup?
Yeah.
And her hairstyle and clothes. She's wearing a poncho.
Oh, and
Like-
you didn't notice the potted plant I put in here.
Like, no man who's jacking off is gonna put that much thought into it. Where the fuck am I again? Oh, yeah.
A lot happened. I have coffee now.
We have coffee now. I just saw this tweet. Homeboy, the guy who made OpenLara, which if you don't know, is like an open source, like custom engine for the original Tomb Raider games that like completely redoes the graphics, and it looks amazing. Like if you don't know, Google of like pictures, Google image search, OpenLara right now, and be impressed by it.
Right in the ass.
The guy who like did OpenLara tweeted, for those interested in the fate of OpenLara and my other projects, they're on hold. For the past year, I've been busy with a dream project that has become the culmination of the last 8 years of my life, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered. I'm grateful to the heads of Saber Games for trusting me to lead the project and assemble a dream team of true fans. Thanks to Aspire Media for providing the source code for their Mac ports to us. Many thanks to Digital Forums for coming to our aid. You're a great pros. He did not thank Crystal Dynamics. From the beginning, we had complete freedom and set ourselves on an impossible goal, which could only be approached by a small development team of crazy people ready to work 24/7 for the next year with an absolute vision of what and for whom we are doing. Thanks to the original developers and community, we eagerly read all of your comments, interviews, reviews, and reactions. The responsibility to all of you was higher than the fear of deadlines and the insane amount of work.
Wow.
It kind of sucks that it sounds like they killed themselves for it, but
Sega style.
Kind of sucks that it sounds like they worked themselves to the bone just like Core Design did, but that's insane. The guy who did OpenLara fucking was the lead for this for this remaster. No wonder it's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking nuts.
That's ball sack.
And again, I knew they had the source code. I fucking knew that shit.
Yeah.
I knew that, like, because I saw the blog post where it's like, we worked on the Mac ports. And I was like, oh, they still have that, probably.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to reverse engineer anything. They worked on those games.
Yeah. You know they're keeping copies.
Not
You
like,
know he's taking sips.
not like the BBC and fucking
Yeah.
Konami and, like, all these other
Yeah.
companies who are like, whatever, tomorrow isn't
Just
real.
Library of Alexandria, this shit.
Whatever, there is no tomorrow.
Yeah,
We
this
need
happened.
to save archive space right now.
You need to save it for like a bajillion games of fucking soccer or some shit.
Like when Charlie Chaplin like had all of his like unused takes burned, it was because he was an insane perfectionist.
Yeah.
You guys are just idiots.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool. Like I knew there was something. I knew there was something.
I knew something was up.
I knew something was up. Those Krispy Kreme donuts are just too good. That's so cool. It's literally like Sonic Mania.
Exactly.
By the fans of the fans.
With the fans, should the fans.
For the fans. That's so fucking cool.
Ceiling fans.
Look,
Let me
like
just
no what I
explore.
was just
Yeah.
saying, like
Yeah.
this is the kind of thing like that guy who makes Raider Cast, I think. Like he uses Open Lara to do this.
No outsourced little studio would do that shit.
That's so fucking crazy.
We hired a bunch of Polish guys to
Yeah.
fucking do all the legwork for the coding.
Yeah, something was up with that. Oh, and they probably like actually credited the original developers.
Yeah.
Unlike
Yep.
I think the Spyro Reignited trilogy got a little bit of a controversy for that.
Well, isn't that nice?
Someone, I don't remember who. I think it was either Spyro Reignited trilogy or like Knights of the Old Republic 2. I don't remember. Someone, like, they made a remake, they made a remaster or something, and they didn't credit the original developers, and everyone got mad.
As they should.
Yeah, man, that's bullshit.
They made
You
the
didn't
game.
make it.
Yeah.
You're standing on the shoulders of giants.
That was a big suck. I almost spilled that all over me.
We're having a bit of a spill situation
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No wonder it's so good. No wonder it's so good.
Exactly.
Like, OpenLAR is a one-man project. Insane, by the way. Is a one-man project, a complete labor of love that he did in his spare time for free. And they're like, yeah, let's get that guy.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep, that is the one you would get. Yes, you are correct.
That's the man for the
Kitty,
job, and the cat
why
is
are you
losing her
doing
shit.
that? Why is that your spot now?
She almost hit reset on the PS4.
Why is that your root?
What is that about?
Yeah, if the video suddenly cut out, it's because the cat fucking,
She hit the power button.
like, army crawls behind the fucking TV now.
That's her thing. And she does it specifically because we don't want her to do it.
And she knows that.
Yep. Speaks fluent English. Just chooses not to. Exactly.
Cats have no need for names. We know who we are.
The Jellicles.
Tanny Bomb, or whatever. The Rum Tum Tugger. Oh yeah, this ring.
That song's so shitty, I could have written it.
How fucking cool. Like, it's crazy to think
Yeah.
also that, like, they couldn't say anything until it came out.
They
But
must
I mean-
have been busting at the balls. To
I
say,
know,
like,
apparently, like, they made this in a year.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately.
I feel, yeah, like, on the other hand, like, oof.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the
But
best.
man, how hard did he want to tell everyone that
I know,
I got
right?
hired to...
Especially because they were like, well, when's the next update coming out for Open Lara?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, people are trying to ask him about his personal project, and he's like, I
Exactly.
don't have time for
Yeah,
that.
I can't say right now.
And he literally can't even talk about
Exactly. Or we'll
it.
get
Even
in
after
big
the
trouble.
trailer came out.
Yeah.
Because, like, people would, like, make assumptions. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let's do that right now. Like, that would, like, affect their stock price or something.
Yeah, there's like a million weird reasons why it's like don't talk
legal
about this.
reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I shouldn't emphasize this because I don't want to get people in trouble. On the off chance that someone watches my video, he did not think Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah.
Can't help but notice that conspicuous
And
absence.
Frankly, I don't blame him.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, that time a developer for 2040, 2048, I think, read-only memories, commented
Oh, what
on
the
our fucking video that we did on it once.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh shit,
Like, oh my god, you watched that?
thanks for the game.
Don't fucking watch it, please. What the
Please, no, I
fuck?
said a lot of offensive things.
You know, sometimes I get annoyed with her videos.
Like, shut the fuck up
Yeah.
already.
Sometimes I put them on when I'm trying to go to sleep and I have to turn them off because I'm like, God, we're annoying.
Who watches this crap?
Sorry. Fucking Patreon.
Imagine.
No, that's...
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Should have hit the bell.
Is it honestly better than getting a job?
Sounds
It
worse.
sounds a lot worse, and you know you're not making as much either. And it's like, oh, I hate when people say, oh, you're working for yourself. No, you're not. Even if you own a business, you're working for your customers.
Yeah.
The only time you're working for yourself is if you're fucking rich, and what you do doesn't have to be successful. No matter what, you're always working for someone else. You're working for advertisers if
Yeah.
you decide to do YouTube full-time, or you're working for your patrons if you decide to do the Patreon thing
And you're
full-time.
working against YouTube.
Exactly.
In order to try and make a meager living off
Yeah.
of it.
You're
I mean, like,
never working for
you
yourself.
have to be Mr. Beast levels of fuck you famous.
Mm-hmm.
Off of, like, not like regular famous, like
Yeah.
internet famous,
Yep.
in order to make money off of YouTube.
Yep.
Like, I think JonTron did a video once, or not a video, but like he
Well,
said,
not recently.
not one worth watching, that's for sure. I think he said in an interview where it's like, you really only need like 100,000 views in order to like live off of
You only
YouTube.
need
Yeah, like only
100,000
100,000. That's a country.
per video. Yeah.
You need the country of Botswana to watch your videos.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
hit the
God, I
bell.
fucking God damn it.
What?
Like, what are you talking about? That's phenomenal success, the likes of which
Yeah.
99% of people will never achieve,
That's like saying
no
to-
matter how hard they try.
To be a doctor, all you gotta do is get through medical school. Well, yeah, no shit. Of course.
Not everyone can do that. It's like that.
It's
I
hard
just
to
had
get
a.
to that part. That's the point that people are trying to do.
I just got asked about that, where it's like, well, like in Star Wars, can anyone just use the Force? Well, anyone can join the fucking NBA.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
You have to be a special type of person in
Well,
order to
yeah.
even, like, realistically, like, try
shot
to
at a
achieve that
shot.
goal. Yeah. Like, and you might not succeed even
Yeah,
then.
they're amazingly talented fucking players who don't even get the chance due to circumstances.
Yeah. Like, it's
Beyond
not
their
even up to
control.
them.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, you weren't talented enough. It's like, no, random shit happens. It's like a
yeah,
job interview.
in theory,
Yeah.
anyone could. In theory. But you won't.
Yeah.
Or the,
Well,
like,
especially with the Force, it's like, the
Yeah.
whole idea is it's in everyone, but certain people are more sensitive to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, again, it's very much like a Zen Buddhist,
Yeah.
Eastern philosophy kind of thing, where it's like, yeah, anyone could join a Shaolin temple
Yeah.
and, like, get beaten with tree branches in order to, like, make their skin, like, less sensitive.
Yeah.
But, like, you're not gonna. It's not, like...
You've never met somebody who you're like, how the fuck do they have this job?
You don't have the calling. You don't have the capacity for
It's
that.
your entire department at work is like, how the fuck did you get this job? It's like somebody's friend gave it to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that just happens.
This ain't that.
No.
Nepotism.
All it takes to succeed is talent. Like, bullshit.
Yeah, you gotta get... And yes, successful people really hate that. They're, like,
Yes.
so in denial about the fact that, like, at least 50%,
Yeah.
if not way more, was luck. At
Huge
least
component of
50%
luck.
was luck.
Huge component. Fucking, there's a billion amazing... People are amazing at all kinds of different shit. They don't find success. Just talent isn't good enough. You need a serious case of luck and circumstance. In addition to other things.
Like they say, when opportunity opportunity's not going to present itself to you.
Yeah.
You have to
Well-
look for it, and you have to capitalize
Yeah,
on it.
and it's also like luck is what they call it when you don't see the hard work.
Yeah.
You also
true,
have to
too.
work incredibly hard, and it doesn't guarantee it, just betters your odds.
Yeah.
You can drive as safe as you want. If someone else smashes into you, you still get smashed into. Driving safe just increases your odds. It just puts the odds in your favor that
like
you're
they-
not going to fucking die in a car.
It's like they say, like, luck favors the prepared.
Yes.
I'm going to save just in case I die after running back and forth all that way.
In light of recent events.